Hello everyone, I just made a new power supply for my Silverstone 7130 from 1934 AC/DC set using a doorbell transformer for the power supply because the filament used 30 volts, but it's fine. It's running at around, it says 26.5, but it's running around 27.6 volts. And inside of the radio I have a voltage doubler which brings the voltage up to 73 volts, but under load probably drops around 72 volts. And you probably wonder why, because the filament itself uses 30 volts for the filament, and the radio itself uses 120 volts, but this is a carpet burner set. I just put some wires around here to cover up the asbestos covered burner cord. Has a how you say this, a wire. It's basically, the cord itself is like a giant resistor, and it drops down the voltage from 120 to 30 volts for the filament, and that was blown open, so it's completely bypassed. But here's a French channel that I think it's local, but I don't quite remember, but works pretty well. It's a little IF adjustment, but it's very finicky. Let's see if I can find another channel. Not the best audio. Not the best audio, but works fine. The grill cloth is pretty dirty. I'm not sure what has caused it, but it's a nice little case. You don't really find these models anywhere really around it online, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's made by Sears Robinson Company or something like that, but I only used 3 tubes. No, it's 4 tubes, but 3 tubes, 1 rectifier tube. This one right here, you can see the nice filament glowing. Original from 1934. Pretty impressive. It still has the original tubes. But yeah, originally I used a little 30 volt power supply, but this actually turned out better. Instead of using that previous power supply that I have over here, which is from a printer and a 30 volt DC, if my camera would focus. But I had to add extra ground, so I had to make this little adapter here. 2-prong to 3-prong with external ground. But it was fairly weak. But I'm happy this project is more or less done. I just have about like a 10-foot long antenna to make it work. Just running around my insulators all the way over there. This is just a really cheap audio cable that's from a dollar store. Not the best quality. Literally the rubber is like stiff and kind of brittle, but it works wonderful. I've been using it for many of my radios with an alligator clip on one end. Little AM transmitter that I made back in high school. It works well, but now my phone does not have an audio jack, so it's not really useful for that, but I can use it on something else. I used to use this cable right here that I literally found from a pair of headphones, but for some reason it has that horrible rubber coating that likes to go sticky over time. But other than that, it's a really good cable and nice and flexible. I used to use this all the time. But yeah, I just picked up this transformer yesterday for like $2. Yeah, she's a little bit warm, but that's really normal. Rated for 40 watts. This is probably using, I don't know, like less than, I would say, maybe like 15 watts at most. Because I know for the filament itself it uses around 8 watts. So it's under 15 watts definitely. So maybe 12, 13 watts. And I think this is a 30 watt set. But at such a low voltage, it's totally fine. Really wonderful case. I'm sorry if my voice is scratchy. I'm still recovering from being sick. Can't complain for like 30 bucks on Marketplace. I have never seen one of these radios for sale. Really wonderful case. Compared to that one over there that I paid like 15 bucks for, and it has new problems. It barely receives any channels. It's super finicky, but it still has a nice little case. I have the AC power set, which has a slightly different top, but missing knob, but works on battery. I got a new tube for it, which that was not really too cheap, but works well. Some Mickeys I got recently with a heavy duty original pins. Clear and aqua. Big old porcelain. Purples. Yes, Man, I know you'll be watching this. Here's the Mickey you always want. Nice little Canadian 143. Early porcelain. There's stuff in there. Lots of bottles. Milk glass lampshade. But yeah, if there's anything else you want to see or in-depth insulator radio video, it's definitely possible. Or even I could one day go live on YouTube and show off the collection. I hope everyone enjoys this video. It's been a while.